familiar were you with Korean food already?
Not very. I do some Asian dishes, not necessarily Korean. A good friend of mine in culinary school was a Korean woman who introduced me to the Korean style of cooking. I can't say we had the opportunity to do a lot of it. I'd like to do a lot more. And one of the reasons why I came tonight was to learn a little bit more about Korean cuisine and what to expect.
Okay. And so, would you say it was first time trying Korean food in this format, in the box format, the to-go kind?
Oh yeah, absolutely. First time, and there were some very impressive dishes. There were some things that they probably could have left out, the hamburgers, the chicken nuggets. It's a little too American for me, not quite Korean enough. But other than that, on the whole, I thought it was a very nice experience.
Okay. And as a chef, how easy do you think Korean food is to reproduce by any chef?
Well, I'm learning that it maybe is a little easier than I thought. For years, I had some Japanese neighbors. And I would never attempt Japanese cuisine because every time that I went to Hiromi and Satoru's place to eat, they had 50 different little plates and little meticulous sauces and all of it was very intricate. She must have spent the entire day in the kitchen just putting these little plates together. So it seemed to me to be very complicated. What I think I can do, though, is introduce my clients to Korean cooking through the flavors, not necessarily creating an authentic Korean dining experience, but giving them something that's authentic, like the short ribs tonight. I could easily see serving that at a dinner party to American guests who would think that it was absolutely wonderful.
So as an in-flight meal, how do you think Korean food differs from other ethnic foods? What's its advantage and what are the disadvantages?
Well, the advantage is that it's new, and I think that people who are maybe flying across the Pacific are anticipating eating in an Asian style. Some of the disadvantages are that some of the staples of Korean and Asian cooking in general, like rice, like chicken, like seafood, don't hold very well. Tonight there was a problem because some of the rice got cold and it was very sticky and gummy and difficult to eat. If they can find a way to overcome those problems of keeping the food hot during storage, then I think they could be very successful with this.
As you know, Chinese and Japanese food have been very popular in America, and for some reason Korean food hasn't been as popular. So what do you think do you see a viable path for Korean food to become as popular as like a takeout, easy, quick to-go food?
Oh, certainly. I think part of the problem with Korean food in America is that Japanese and Chinese cultures have become predominant. In other words, it's a familiarity problem. People know more about Japan and know more about China than they do about Korea. I think most of what Americans understand or think they understand about Korea comes from the war, and that was 60 years ago. So maybe a little better public relations effort, and things like the Olympic Games in Seoul certainly help to familiarize Americans with Korean culture. But I think more needs to be done. And as Korean culture becomes more popular in America, then I think it goes right along with the food. Look what they've done for Thailand. Thai food now is very popular as well.